you saying that, raising it because of being unique and niche. I had a question occurred to me about your performance on Britain's Got Talent, and I wondered if you felt that the way it's judged is necessarily fair to what let's call them speciality acts, people that aren't singers, because if they have 4 or 5 singers, the whole audience can look at a singer and say, "That's a good singer, that's a bad singer." But they're comparing you with not with 4 other ventriloquists, you'd be a contortionist and a dance troupe, an acrobat. You're the 4 in inverted commas speciality act. So you're not really. I don't think you're getting this sort of crack of the whip in judging terms. And I don't
Yeah.
know what if you think that's the case, but it seems to me you're not really you're not really getting a fair go at it in some cases. I know you did well, but that's because you're good, clearly. No, that's my question, really.
Yeah, Amanda Holden actually said this after on one of my YouTube clips. She mentioned that what you did on your own, standing there without the bells and whistles, the dancers, the backdrops or anything. I didn't use anything. I just stood there and did my act, and it was just me and a dummy providing the entertainment. There was no dancers. There was no, but actually on the final, they did bring me on with dancers, which I quite liked. I was good. 15 dancers walking me on.
I watched that earlier today. It was very good, yes.
Yeah, it was nice that. So yeah, you are being judged, really. For that show, I actually wrote in a Simon Cowell puppet, and then when I got in the finals, I wrote especially for the show with a Simon Cowell and a Sunita puppet, because Simon Cowell and Sunita were known to date in the past. She's always hanging around Simon Cowell. I thought it would be funny, and because they were both sat in the audience, it worked as comedy gold because they were opposite the puppets. If they weren't there, it wouldn't have worked. But it was it was something that I had to have an ace up my sleeve on a show like that, because you have to keep pulling stuff out of your sleeve, because it's a shock factor or surprise factor that they love on the show. And if you're funny, and if you do something that is like a wow moment, like when I pulled out the Simon and the Sunita, the audience were buzzing. The studio audience at Wembley was literally in those TV studios. It went crazy because Simon got the real Sunita, put her on his knee. David Williams was doing some funny lines, and it was just mayhem, and it was really great Saturday night television. And I'm standing there with my hand up, Simon Cowell and Sunita, not the real ones, these puppets. And it was just really fun to see, and I love reminiscing about it and watching it back, because I can't believe that was me Saturday night television. I was given my own moment, about 5-6 minutes on primetime television, 2 weeks running. I was on the Saturday before as well when I pulled out the Simon Cowell. I didn't tell the producers I was going to do that. So you need that element of surprise, really. And if you have the guts to push the barriers and not break the rules, because they don't let you break the rules, because I think now there's a delay on it. If you're going to do something naughty, they know it's coming and they'll delete it. So it's really good to try something brand new on there. But